Because when the war breaks out, we're going to want to try to push Lanius back to the river if we can, and then defend from there. At least that's the plan. Cool. So how's the construction coming along? We shouldn't need to build any other defenses. Let's get you repaired. And then after that, it is pretty much construct all of the factories. We have a lot of construction capacity for factories now. Wow, look at the resources that Lone Star produces. That's kind of ridiculous. Speaking of other resources, Dead Plains also produces a lot. So we're going to want to increase the development of that. Eden just has a lot of industrial potential, so does Fort Stockton. And Odessa. In fact, everything here does. Ooh, loss. 9 out of 16. Sweet. Did they add any further eastern countries? I mean, they added pretty much the whole of Texas and also parts of Colorado. So, slowly but surely pushing east. Might also want to build forts on the Mexican border. Let's do it in that order. Oh man, Unity of Austin's going to give us a massive border against them. And now that you may potentially go up against robots, anti-tank seems relevant again. Possibly. I mean, I think probably when I get my weapon upgrades to the next level, I'm going to go for the balanced rather than the anti-soft. And we'll just see how we do. Because we're going to have some pretty heavy hardware of our own. How are we doing for APCs? We have almost 900. I'm wondering if we want to start changing these into APCs. This is going to be a bit of a bad comparison because these units are half strength. Yeah, they don't have any of their special equipment ready yet. Yeah, manpower has gone down, but we should gain manpower again when we don't mess with us. Like, we're going to be investing in manpower switches. And also mercenary primacy. Like, we're still really low in overall manpower. We can go up to mercenary front lines. Eden's shifting loads of troops to this border. Why? You're not justifying. In fact, Eden's going through their land. Brotherhood's moving there too. What are you planning, AI? What are you doing? Basic generator. Excellent. I think I want to upgrade that to the next level. Increase the power plant power output. How much do we actually produce? 343. Yeah, we're going to need more than that, for sure. I mean, we can buy some from the Texas Brotherhood if it comes down to it. But I think right now what I'd like to do is start upping the number of power plants we have planned. We have a lot of construction to do. Horston used to be bigger. I don't think so. Nope. Because this was all TAA. That hasn't changed. I don't think they gave up Edward's Plateau. No, because we have this shared border with us. No. Yes, actually, you're right. They did used to have this bit. You're not wrong. That's where all their troops just came from. Okay. And it doesn't look like the buff for collaboration is going to come up anymore. You definitely don't need wasteland pacification anymore. You can go to sporadic outposts. Because your collaboration's already almost there. And this should be saving us manpower. Though, how much manpower are we short? About 800. And fireteam weapons. How are we doing on production of those? Let's beef that up a little bit. And we have plenty of anti-tank rifles in storage in case we do need them. You might have enough power to core a new state. I don't think so. They're all like 100 plus. Nope. Right, technology. That was housing, so let's go for the scrap shacks. In December, so we're going to be able to get a new industry level soon, which will be good. Infantry. I do not have the manpower for infantry, and also we are building our army to be mechanized, which is what we're working on. Because remember, our job isn't to fight. Our job is to give guns to other people to do the fighting for us. So we just want to focus on having as big an industry as possible so that we can send those guns out. And to generally just be making as much money as possible. The one thing which I am focusing on is Air Force. Alright, Houston Rockets just declared war on Houston Rockets. So there's now 2 Houston Rockets. The blues and the reds. Do I have troops on the border with Mexico? I don't, but my allies do. Oh, now they're shifting as well. Ejecito doesn't have very many on my border either. Neither does Lanius, so that's why I'm not really expecting them to do anything just yet. So we've got a bit of time. Now, when do the grain solicitations finish? Because that's another thing that I'm going to want to make sure I've got the caps to invest. Currently we only have 90,000. Gonna need more than that. Ejecito declared war on Alamo. Alamo we definitely want to have survive. So I'll give you 2,000 revolvers. I will also give you 383 of those. 39 of those. 433 of those. And 2,000 of those. Good luck. 10% stability. Ouch. Okay, so the Lone Star prospers, so we're going to go to Don't Mess With Us and then one army for Texas. Just as the Texan Republic of old armed itself against the Mexicans, so too must we defend ourselves against the Raiders of the Wastes. Which is going to drop our income. Because we're going from here to here. And then once we have that, we can get one army for Texas, which will allow us to get more conscription laws. We no longer have the recent natural disaster, which means that our stability is recovered. Death Claws ate our team. Again. Well, drat. Oh, now one thing we may want to do are political bribes. Because that's going to make changing our economy law and conscription laws cheaper. Oh man, Alamo's getting absolutely destroyed. This isn't even a fight. Richmond is all the way back there, so they should have... I want to see how close they are to capitulation already. A little bit. Yeah, Jacinto just has a lot more troops. Everything that can go wrong in this game is going wrong. Following 3 days of skirmishing, the government of the NTR has today confirmed that their beloved capital, Shady Sands, has fallen into the hands of the Steel Rangers. The capture of the city comes despite fierce resistance from both the NTR Rangers and the town's militias, though precise information on the Battle of Shady Sands is very sparse. It appears that the Steel Rangers' final assault was spearheaded by a group of bikers who managed to overwhelm the last Ranger defenders at the main entrance. The bikers, utilising their mobility and small size, rapidly spread through the city, forcing almost every NTR assault trooper to take shelter inside buildings. Steel Ranger forces followed the bikers, surrounding and destroying each cluster of NTR troopers one by one. Either by breaking down the door or by levelling the buildings the NTR troopers vainly defended. Shady Sands itself appears to have been heavily damaged. Only a small portion of the buildings remained standing, including the Hall of Congress, from which the flags of the Steel Rangers now fly. I'm doing well. How are you doing, McAfee face? Okay, new technologies. So we can now improve the special forces. So there's the capacity. Special forces defense, more special forces capacity. I think we probably want capacity, actually. Especially if we're planning on switching out all of our patrolmen for special forces. Which we still can't do. Despite the plus 10 that we just got from that. This one especially is the big one. Which is annoying because this is extra hard and soft attack. Although we do get max speed and breakthrough from that. And then there's also a bunch of upgrades from these ones, so it's not all bad. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Special Forces expansion. Am I still being sponsored for the contributions? Yes. Alright, aerial warfare. Is superiority, strap bombing, or ground attack? I think we're going to be primarily focusing on the ground attack stuff. Don't mess with us just makes them available. It doesn't actually get us any, so I'm going to save the political power. In fact, we can already go to mercenary front lines, and we probably should. Yeah, I know I'll lose my mercenaries, which is why I'm kind of hoping to get more special forces to switch these guys out. I'm working towards that anyway. Well, looks like the Alamo chapter is starting to consolidate a little bit better. Still a couple of holdouts, but it's actually them getting the cut-offs now. Hopefully as some of my guns begin to flow through to them. Sindrin, thank you very much for the bits. Why is Texas called the Lone Star State? Because that's the highest rating it could get. Texas declares war on Iceland. Nueva Atlan took 9 states. Colto Jaguar have been annexed, so that's the Aslan civil war over. Ah, we got some more monies. Unfortunately, we can't do the grain again. At least not yet. Is it X? We should probably speed up. Scrap shacks are done. Oh, this is capacity. This is how much we can store. That's probably still okay. Although we should start working on bricks and assembly lines and advanced tools. Particularly the bricks. I need that construction speed coming through. No, still no East Coast. This is just adding Texas and Colorado. Well, just. Pretty big areas. But slowly but surely getting further and further east. I think the next big map expansion is going to be like all of this. Maybe this. Oh yes, and Oklahoma. I don't even know where Oklahoma is. I'm guessing that this bit's Oklahoma? No. Okay, my American geography has failed me. I'm a lot better with my East Coast than my West Coast. Unless it's the West Coast, in which case I know it's California, Oregon, Washington. Zoom out. I know where London is. I don't mean London, Ontario. Let's see. So we have got Texas. Oklahoma's just north of Texas. Ah, okay. Then Kansas and Colorado. So yeah, they've added Colorado, Oklahoma, and Texas. This bit is Oklahoma. Be interesting to see what they do with the Caribbean. Yes, it will be. Mutant armies of the Troll Warren have fallen to the Apostles, the FEV-filled caves surrounding Crater Lake becoming military occupied by the invading force. With the mutants within the Warren being forced to flee their homes in retreat, is there any future for mutant kind in the far north now? Ooh, I don't know. But yeah, Caribbean is probably when there's going to be a significant naval overhaul. I think they are planning to do something with it. Oh dear, NTR's been cut in half. Damn it, NCR, can you just not suck? Just once, please. Just once, I want to see you not suck. I don't know why you always do so badly. It never feels like you should, but you always do. Okay, I need to stop my Lend-Lease. Oh, they've already got it all. Well, all of those guns are now going to be given to Ejecito, apparently. Alamo held out way worse than I ever expected they would. They need to guard that and that. And guarding the crossings should be easier, but yeah, still. Alright, so we've now got all the APCs we need, so I'm going to drop that back again. Now I think I'm just going to start producing huzzah, equipment to send to others. Let's do 2 of each. Go back to 3 of those. There we go. Oh yes, good question. Did we level up to 12? No, we are still 10. So yeah, that Lone Star Prosperity, completely pointless. Which is unfortunate, because that feels like it would be a very nice capstone. But it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe they should limit the maximum growth to level 6. And then have the last 4 dependent on focus tree. Or else have it as a soft cap rather than a hard cap of level 10. So then it really does depend on how much you've built the area up. Although that could be quickly unbalancing. Right, so we can go from mercenary primacy to mercenary front lines. Our stability is going to drop massively from this. Which is unfortunate, because it's the one thing we really can't afford. Oh, bribe first. Shoot. Yeah, you're not wrong. We'll go back to it. It's fine. Doesn't miss anything. Pew Pew, I die! Thank you very much for the 7-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. Also, earlier I missed Ultimate Gamer and Zlobo. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. On Hellborg, thank you very much for the resub. 9-month resub. Thank you for that. And Moss84, thank you for the follow. Obsidian Rose, thank you very much for the 7-month Twitch Prime. Turbine Luke, thank you very much for the follow. What release in 3.0? Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado. Legion redo. Apparently there's a new Vegas redo as well. Oh, the tops took over. Benny's in charge. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, I need to reset all of my production again. You guys are going to be APCs. And now I do not need that many. We go to 2 of everything except for revolvers and squad automatic weapons. Perfect. And then we're going to go with bribe, political bribes. Mercenary front lines. And new citizen care package would be nice, but I think I'm actually going to wait for the grain one to come back. Of course, what I really need is the manpower boost. Just need to keep that manpower going up. And up and up and up. Ejecito Mexicano took 6 states. Alamo chapter have been annexed. Don't mess with us. Done. 1 army for Texas. And then I think what I'm actually going to finish doing, just so that we can get as much out of the free stuff from Lanius approaches, I'm going to build another set of level 1 forts along all of this. And yes, they are going to be prioritized. And as we get our compliance up with the remaining areas, we are also getting more factories actually. Manpower losses continue. I think we found some temporary artwork. Programmer art. No. I really don't want to do this. But I do feel like I need to. Because our stability, if we go into an offensive war, is going to be 3. The squares are coming. The squares are coming. So apparently there's no graphic for under construction level 3 fortifications. There's the advanced generator. Then basic power plant is still too far ahead. We don't need any of those just yet. So in that case, I think what we're going to do is assembly lines for extra... No, we're going to go advanced tools, because that's just production. Oh man, we are very short on fire team weaponry now. Let's get you lot training. I didn't realise how bad that situation was, so let's drop you and make you into a 3. And one of the factories got sabotaged. Let's get that repaired first. Shouldn't take long. Yeah, Faceless, thank you. That's a good idea. Let's do that now. So Commander Faceless has very kindly given us a copy of Europa Universalis 1. And that is very pertinent because today is the 20th anniversary of the release of the Europa Universalis series. So if you would like a copy of Europa Universalis 1, if you want to see where it all began, if you want that true historical feel in a historical game about history, then you should get ready to put something into chat and you will have a chance to win this. And let's see, giveaways, keyword, and the keyword is going to be Faceless, just like that, Faceless. So if you want to get a copy of Europa Universalis 1, put Faceless into chat